What's up, everybody? I know, Satisfactory 1.0, right? So I played this, gosh, I don't even know how long on the pre-release, but I know I've got over 3,000 hours in the game according to Steam. So we're going to do a 1.0 here, and we're going to play it through. So I'm going to do it with no spoilers, and I'm going to do it with none of the extra options turned on. We are going to do a straight 1.0 playthrough, which is going to be interesting because normally I like to do the flying around to make life easy for building. So here we go, right? We're going to do a new game. 1 second here. We're going to do a new game. I like to start here in the more experienced for pioneers because I've done this. But actually, you know what? We're not even going to do that one. We're going to do advanced players. That's the one I used to do. So I'm going to do that. We're going to call this the main game, right? And we are going to get the intro. We're going to, like I say, countless hours here. Oh, is he? Hey, Good Spectre, I didn't know that he was streaming right now. But yeah, we're going to do some gameplay here. So we're going to do this with the intro. We're going to get the whole experience together, right? So here we go. Hopefully the sound levels are good. Let me know. I am streaming this on my PC, so it is a bit of an unusual setup for me compared to what I normally do.
Separation from main transport complete. Group 8 delivered to
This is a
Calestian
factory making
region.
game. Like I say, I'm not
All
going to do any
pioneers
spoilers,
functional.
but
Initiating
I will point
dispersion.
out some tips along the way, I think. Just on some of the things.
Attention, Pioneer. I am Ada, your personal instance of the artificial directory and assistant.
So many years in pre-release.
Welcome to the
Just
Fix It
absolutely love
Incorporated
this.
Save the Day program.
So we're in
The
our
Fix
little
It Pioneer has
drop
3
into the
core
planet.
assignments. Construct. All pioneers must follow Fix It guidelines and instructions when constructing any building. Automate. Every pioneer is responsible for setting up and managing efficient pipelines, outposts, and power infrastructure.
And you know, so I played so many
Explore and
patches,
exploit.
but even
Fix
compared
It
to the
selected
last patch,
planets
there
are
were
rich
so
with
many
resources
new
suitable
things
for direct
in this
use or
version.
further
A lot of
investigation.
this,
Stay
things are
within
gonna
your
be
designated.
interesting for me. Here, a lot of
That
new
is why the
field
world
types
is
and
counting
stuff
on
and
pioneers
stuff,
like
so
you.
we'll see how it
Fix
goes
it.
here.
Short-term
this should be
solutions to
awesome.
long-term problems.
The way I normally like to do
Initiating
this, we're not going to
planetfall.
go for the most pretty looking factories.
Atmospheric
to begin
entry
with.
in 3,
I like to go in,
2,
do what I got to do,
1.
get all the unlocks,
Beginning arrow
and then go
assist.
back and start making pretty. Right?
Drag
So
within acceptable
that's the
parameters.
plan. That also gives us a chance to experience a lot of the new stuff that I've not seen myself. Just
Descent phase begun. Decelerating. Deploying parachute.
I'm hoping the shield holds, otherwise
Parachute.
it's
Skipping
going
parachute.
to be a very short.
Landing phase begun. Activating retro propulsion.
So I do have a sweet spot that I like, that I'm going to go to here.
Touchdown. Planetfall complete. Drop pod integrity nominal. Omni situational exploration suit nominal. Pioneer. Acceptable.
Acceptably nominal. Nominally acceptable. That's a lot of C. Well done, Coffee Stain Studios, on getting to 1.0, by
Congratulations.
the way.
You are the 3rd in your region to survive planetfall. Welcome to Massage 2, ABB, in the binary system of Akicha.
So we're going to get a
Loading
lot of things here
objective-based introduction.
that we've
Begin
not seen
onboarding.
before, because, you know, up until now I've not seen the story or anything like that. But it looks
First
like,
contact
hey,
safety
looks like it
tool
survived,
supplied
right?
due to presence of alien megafauna. Adhere to Fix-It procedure and equip the Fix-It Inc. Xeno Zapper before leaving the drop zone.
So, yeah, Xeno Zapper because nasty things are around.
Next objective, dismantle the drop pod. Fix-It Incorporated as cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste. The drop
don't
pod
waste.
will be
No, we
recycled to
don't.
construct the first stage of the habitat and utility base, often referred to as the hub.
All right. Let's break down that hub. And I've remapped some of my keys here to make life a little easier for myself. I am left-handed. And I've got a mouse with lots of buttons. So, there we go.
Next objective. Use the resource scanner to find and collect additional iron to be able to build the hub. If you cannot find iron, be assured scans of the planet have revealed sufficient iron sources.
I actually know where it is, but we'll play along. Right? Find me some iron ore. Yep. So, the spot I normally go to, assuming it's still there, we'll see, is opposite this waterfall. Oh, that looks like some bad animals. Not going to get anywhere near them yet. So I'm going to go up and over here. Because there's, if it's still there, there's a spot with some water, which is super helpful. Let's get some height here. Now, green mist bad. This much we can say for sure, right? I'm looking, actually I see a tree. That's one of the trees I'm looking for, but I don't think that's the one. Let's keep going. Let's get a little height here. Okay, there's the waterfalls, so it should be... Oh, that's a lot of green mist. We're gonna keep going here. We're gonna get over all of this. I gotta remap my jump key here, actually. I don't want it to be the spacebar. I'm not used to jumping, I'm used to flying. Oh dear. Here we go. That's what the Zap was for. Oh yeah. Come on. Oh, he don't like me. Alright. Let's see here. We're gonna collect the remains. Who doesn't want to be carrying these remains? And these...
Samples of unknown alien species acquired. Their weaponized plasma is most likely stored as a stable chemical substance in an organ close to their mouth, and only turns volatile when exposed to one of the chemical elements in the air. Preserve the remains for later study.
Alright, we'll preserve the remains for later study. Thank you, Ada.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Don't fall off the edge of the cliff spot. Uh-oh. That can't be good. Come here, buddy. Don't give me a hard time. Please don't give me a hard time. Thank you. Alright, this is the spot I want. Over here. That's some tall grass, isn't it? Okay, let's get my bearings here. We don't get a map yet. So, where's the waterfall? It's over there, right? Here's the water. Let's make our way around the pond to the spot I want to be in. Look at that. Isn't it pretty? And I don't even have these graphics. I only have the graphics on high settings because I don't want the fans all over the noise, right? Okay. I hope there's no bad guys in here. So the spot I'm going to has... It's a nice little sweet spot, right? Like I say, we need this water for later on for stuff, right? So it's good to be close to a water source, but let's get some bearings here. That may actually be too far. Let's go back here. I think, look at that, there's a nice little clean spot. Oh, see that guy over there? Look at him right there. Let's go back in here a bit now. Okay. Get close, reasonably close to an iron source. Oh, someone found me. Oh, he's got a friend. Of course he's got a friend. And the nurse's spear.
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth, suggesting it is herbivorous, and a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
Blunt force trauma, right? He's all about the blunt force trauma. I just want to find the right sweet spot to start building all my stuff. Kind of a nice little home camp to start with, right? Let's see. 230, 219, 23. Okay. Yep, these are the ones I want. God, did that sound bad? Didn't sound great, did it? Here we go. Ooh, we will pick up some of this. Hello, quartz.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This mineral is composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions.
There we go, look.
Store this potential resource for later use.
There's a friend. There's always friends. Why do they always have friends? Is that? What's that one over there? Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so we are gonna build. We don't really have a really big flat spot here, but we just need to get started, right? And we will collect the sulfur too. Hey.
Unknown chemical element collected. This non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state, and it's interrupting previous message for higher priority message.
Let's clear this node. And then...
Next objective. Use the build gun to construct the hub. Iron is a base component necessary for all near-future progress, so ensure you build the hub close to iron sources. Fix It does not pay by the kilometer.
Nope. We'll take some more quartz. Thank you, quartz. Alright, you know what? This is a pretty good flat spot, and I'm in between resources. So, what I'm going to do now, bring up my build menu. Let's make our hub, and we are just going to put it there for now.
Hub foundation built. The hub terminal and crafting bench are only the humble beginnings of a successful Fix-It pioneer, but essential for the next steps of onboarding. Once finished, the hub will function as your base of operations. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 1.
Please select a tier. Tier 0, there we go. That's a new one. Alright. So when we build this is great. I love these changes. Oh my god, it's so much harder. So when we build this, we'll get access to these. For example, the portable miner. So we're going to select that one. Now, to do that, we need to make 10 iron rods. So, let's start of all. Let's look here. We can make some iron because, hey, we've got some, right? Let's get on that. Alright, let's make our iron rods. Now, what we do is we feed those into here and upgrade.
Hub upgrade 1, storage and frame, completed.
Hey
Equipment
Gabrielle,
like
how
the
you
portable
doing?
miner
Always
can
tells
now
me
be
that
made
if I
in the
run
workshop.
1% of the distance I run while playing video
Congratulations on
games,
completing
I'll
your
be
first
asleep.
milestone,
Yeah,
the first of many
no
providing
kidding.
access to new recipes and technologies for the Fix-It
I
mission.
think I'm right there with you,
Next
buddy.
objective,
Especially
complete
on this
hub
planet,
upgrade
trust
2.
me. This is a big planet. Alright, so there's nothing in there right now. What do we do next? So, upgrade number 2 is going to get us a smelter and all the good stuff. We're going to need that to smelt stuff, right, automatically, so we don't have to do it manually. We're going to go with this one. Alright, so we need iron rods. I can just double click those, by the way. A whole bunch of those, a bunch more of that. So, let's go and get some. First of all, let's collect this. This is great. I already love these changes. The zone here feels way different than the thousands of other times I played it. Love it. Alright, let's check where we're at. Alright, got those ones. Okay, let's build one. Let's go get. We're gonna sort of. What we do now is, for now, we're gonna place a miner, and when we do that, that will we'll have to get it manually for now, using the portable miner. But then we'll automate it as we go. How you doing, Gabriel? By the way, how you doing, buddy? Thank you for following. I know you followed while I was offline. So you can see we can build these things, but we don't need those right now. What I do need, actually, you know what? Hang on. What I do need is an equipment workshop, which is going to cost me plate and iron rods. Okay, so we're still going to have to do this by hand. Great, I love that change. I love this change. It's going to be so much more of a challenge. So I'm just going to manually get some of this for now. This will go pretty quickly. Just sit here and gather some. Ching, 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 ching. Alright, that's a pretty good amount. Let's go back over here. So in the pre-release version, this hub was fully built. So I love that I've got to do the upgrades here to get this going. It feels so much more rewarding than just, here it is, right? So let's see here. We need to make some ingots. We'll make smelters when we get there, right? To start doing this. But I think if you've never played this, I think you're getting the idea. Right? Okay, let's make those. Oops. Let's go back here. Get used to that sound, by the way. You're backish. Welcome backish, Bitspector. We found a spot. We're manually mining some stuff. We're starting to make it happen. Next step, I'm opening a taco restaurant on this planet. I bet nobody else has done that yet. Alright? Alright, there we go. Upgrade. Woohoo! We have a roof.
Hub upgrade 2, power and shell, completed. The smelter can turn raw ore such as copper and iron into ingots, and the biomass burner generates power when fueled. Fun fact, most of the native flora and fauna is compatible with Fix-It technology. Fueling the biomass burner with inappropriate materials will result in deductions or even cancellation of your yearly bonus. Next objective, complete hub upgrade 3.
Alright. Got some time to play Tarkov, so gonna be fairly lurkish. Hey, you go for it, buddy. Always check those corners. Alright. Hub 3. Oh yeah, look, these are all the basics that we're gonna need here. Okay. So we're gonna need 20 iron plate, 20 iron rod, and some wire, so we're gonna need copper for that. Alright, good deal. Okay. But, before we go any further, let's pick a spot here for... Wait, hold on. Do I have an operating... Oh, it's a bit sparse, right? I don't even have anything in my room yet. Okay. Over here, I think, we are going to build our equipment workshop. Oh boy, are we going to need that, right? We'll put that there. Can't do it yet. I need iron plate and rods. Alright, let's go get some more. Did he respawn already? Or was that the same one? I can't even remember. Don't look in my direction. Don't you dare look in my direction. Alright. Redeemed hydrate. Oh, you just missed it. You just missed it. I'll go get some more. I just want to make sure I'm not going to die while I'm gone. Alright, don't let me forget, Pitspector. We are Santa's elves, right? Uh-oh, uh-oh. Not good. Not good. Ooh, at least they're not too bad to kill. Okay, I don't know if I got enough. Yeah, let's see. Alright, you know what? While it's making those, I will go do... Hang on. I've lost my window. Hang on. Where is it? Oh, I gotta get used to PC controls. Alright, I will go get my rehydrate. I will be right back. Alright, here it is. Thank you, Bitspector. Appreciate it, buddy. I've lost my window again. Definitely gonna have to better organize my windows on the Mac here. I'm adding that game to my wish list. My PC is too old to run most new games, and my budget has been reallocated to buy an iPhone 16. You'll have to tell me which one you got next time we tag up on Swift Studio. You'll have to let me know. Yeah, nice. And this is such a great game. It's relaxing when they're not trying to kill you. And the good thing is, you, you know, it runs really well. A lot of the time, I'll actually run it with the graphics really cranked low, just because I don't want the fans to come on. So I think you'll have a good experience with it. Alright, I've already forgotten what I needed here. What did I need? Oh, let me look behind the camera. Some of those and some of those. Oh, okay, I can actually make those. Alright, let's just make a bunch, right? Let's get 10 of these. And get 10 of these. Boom. Now, equipment workshop time. There we go. All right. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy it. I can't remember. I want to say I played this on my Mac inside a Parallels virtual machine running Windows, and it ran beautifully. Okay, portable miners. Yes, that's what we need. I'm gonna make 2 of those because we're gonna need those. And I'll show you how those work. Alright. Now, what these do, they're not obviously the most powerful miners in the world, but they'll gather 100 resources wherever we put one, right? And we can just go pick up the 100 resources and leave it going. It doesn't require any power or no nothing. So, for example, if I put one right here, right? And I love this animation. There you go. So now that it's off and running, it's going to gather 100 resources of iron ore for me. Now, I also need copper. Oh, you knew it was going to be a far away, right? 284, 193. That one's the winner. Alright. What I need to do is not forget where I put these things. Kinda does happen sometimes. And you just know there's going to be something waiting around this corner for me, because that's the way it goes, right? It's so much harder to ground level. Oh, dang it. Of course he's sitting on that way. Of course he is. Here we go. So we can do the same thing again. So what? Because I'm worried about losing this. So I'm actually going to gather the 100 and take the miner with me. And then hopefully that's enough to get me to build in the other stuff, and it won't be such a problem. I can't tell you how many times in the early days I put these things down and completely lost them. And you can put as many as you want on this, so you're not restricted to one. But once you've unlocked the automated miners, you're pretty much not going to worry about it, right? Isn't it such an awesome environment? Look at this. right? How cool is that? And this is just one of the biomes. But this one, yeah, they say it's the hardest. I think it's the easiest to build because you've got so much open space. The really nice ones, like the ones with the forest and that, unless you build above the forest, you've got to clear it all out before you can build. That's why I also like doing it here. This is a great zone for things like using the trains and experimentation because you just got all these wide open spaces, right? So you can just grab the 100 and it'll start over and start mining again. Or you can grab the 100 and pick up the miner, which is what I'm going to do. So I don't worry. I'm already worried that I might not get back. I think it's this way, right? Yeah. So there's the hub. So iron should be over here. All these leaves and stuff. Oh, dang it. See? Where are you? Hear it, I think. If I just keep running long enough, it'll lose interest. I still don't see it. It might be on top of one of those mounds of stone. Okay, so this one here, really there. There we go. I'm gonna leave that one there because at least the way it was in pre-release, we're gonna need a lot more iron at the beginning to do the various parts than you will mining the copper. But hey, maybe they've changed that. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. And you can see why I was saying at the beginning of the stream why I do it this way to get the unlocks, because you can see I've got very limited storage space as I'm running around right now, and I can only carry actively 2 things in my hands and all that kind of stuff. So that's why I rapidly try to get to the unlocks. Alright, let's make 20 of those. Those. And then let's get the coffee going there. And they're not all 1-to-1, so it's you get different amounts of things depending on the resource and what you're making and that kind of thing, right? So let's just double click these. That's that one done. The buildings.
Hub upgrade 3, interior furnishing completed. The constructor can produce simple parts, and power poles allow for the expansion of the power grid. When you make the inevitable mistake, Fix-It's dismantling feature is designed to salvage all resources used during construction, in line with our zero-waste policy. We understand that Fix-It pioneers are only human and thus prone to error. Next objective, complete Hub Upgrade 4.
This is new. Love it. I think I want that one. Oh, I don't know. I do like that one. I'm gonna go with that one, I think. Let's go with... No, let's go with that one. For my trinket, I think... Oh. Hey, Escamina. You're not quite first, but you're the first to say first. Yeah. I'm going to go with that trinket hanging off the end. Let's set some primary colors here for things. Let's go for a very, you know, Swifty, programming Swifty logo kind of color. This one, let's make that one a lot darker. Let's make my overalls more of a... There we go. That's better. Okay. Yeah, that's what we're going with. Yeah. Alright. And also, I think they did say this works now. What should we put in there? I don't want to waste any of this stuff. Let's put one of these in here. How do I do this then? Hang on. It's not working. It doesn't work. Am I doing something wrong? I mean, I know that's interacting with it, but maybe I gotta hook up the water? I don't know. Right. Anyway, let's see here. Okay, so we need to go for this one now. This one's gonna get us conveyor belts. First, same first, but yeah, there you go. Okay, now let's see what other options we have. Nothing new there, but I can now make a smelter, a constructor, and my power. So, let's see. Let's add this to our to-do list here. So I'm gonna need a smelter, and I'm gonna need power. So I've got got a low power unit right there that I can use. Let's go gather some more of this stuff. So the smelter will automate basically what I've been doing with the ore, which is great because we don't want to be doing that all the time. But unless I missed it, I don't have my miner yet, right? Okay, maybe... Alright, let's go get that. Actually, maybe we've got enough copper. God, I hope so. I don't want to go fighting my way through to that copper again. Enough. Oh, dang it. Alright, let's go do it. Need my stuff. You know that bad guy's gonna respawn around here and he'll be like, hey, it's my copper. You ain't having it. Fight you for it. Oh no, Escamina. Ugh. Making you feel bad, dude. Don't give it to anyone else. Don't give it to the baby. Please don't give it to the baby, right? Oh. Wrong kind of corona. Not the virus. Not the virus. Oh. Not even cold. Funny, dude. Like that. That's funny. Now, for the power sources, we have to feed them something. So while we're standing here, we're actually gonna do this. I'm gonna stop doing that. We're gonna gather these leaves because we're gonna need to turn that into fuel. So might as well grab a bunch while we're here. And also it gives us a chance to clean up a little bit. Stop doing that. Alright. There we go. That. Not bad. I'm just gonna grab all that. That'll be enough. Well, enough for now. The next 5 seconds. Oh look, there he is. Well, I will need to harvest stuff from there, so I might as well do it now while I'm there. Alright, let's just run straight off the edge. What could possibly happen? Right. I survived. Made it. Nailed it. Alright, I'll leave that going. Is this the same game you were playing a couple of days ago in a factory? Yes. I think it was. It went 1-0 final release today. So, for the past 3,000 odd hours, I've been playing the pre-release version. So, I think it was the same one. Yes. This is what it's like at the very beginning. Let's make 75 of these. By the way, folks, this is a multiplayer game. You can collaborate with other people. I've never played the multiplayer version. cables. So the idea here, I think you're getting this right. You know, make one thing to make another thing to make another thing. And later on, we'll be combining them to make various parts as well. But I think if you've never played this, you get the idea, right? Now I do need to go get some stuff here to make the concrete. So let's put those in. We need to find right here. Because of the hammer. It's a bit loud, that hammer, isn't it? Yeah. Let me, thank you for mentioning that though. Let me rebalance the audio a little bit here. Hold on. Give me a second. So I'll drop down the background. I'll drop down the game sound a bit. That hammer does get a bit annoying. Alright, there we go. Hold on. Gotta find my other windows again. Boink, boink. There we go. Do it. Alright, off we go. Let's go find that. Let's get some of this. Alright, that one's not so far. Weird freaky trees. Here it is. Limestone. All right. Now that we've cleaned that up, let's get some more of that while we're here, and we might as well collect these. We are a long way away from nuclear power at this point. We don't have coal power, we don't have oil power, we don't have water power. We barely have manual power. Change setting here. There we go. I'm going to collect 100 of these. It's way more than I need, but this is not a one-to-one ratio. So, in fact, if we go in here and we look up concrete, you will see we need 3 limestone to make 1 concrete, right? That's kind of like a codex that you can get in there. Pick up all of those. Ah, okay. Run out of space. Don't want that to happen, so we'll do that. Try and head home without getting killed. to do some bag management, I guess, when I get home over here. Okay, so for now, let's put in here Mercersphere, the quartz. We're a little ways from those. We'll also put in those. Okay. You also make things at different speeds. So depending on what it is, you know, you can turn stuff around pretty quickly. Some of it takes a while.
Hub upgrade 4, landing platform and utilities completed. Conveyor belts connect the output of one building to the input of another and transport resources. Due to past incidents, I have been asked to issue a clarification. Portable miners, obviously, do not have a connection for conveyor belts. There is nothing to suggest, visually or functionally, that they can be connected to portable miners. If this is something you struggle with, do not worry. Fixit has alternative uses for all their pioneers. Next objective. Complete
she's so
hub
funny.
upgrade 5.
She's so funny. All those are locked. Yeah. Okay. There it is, the Miner Mark 1. That is what we need to start all this automation. Alright. Okay. Let's get on that before we go any further. Hopefully you're not hearing the fans. I cranked the fans up a little bit on the PC. Hopefully you're not hearing them. Let me know if you do. Not that I'm sure I can do anything about it. Oh, you just knew there wasn't going to be enough, right? We all saw that coming. All right, good. We are almost at automation stage. Life gets a little better. Well, actually, life gets a lot better at that point. All of these 3 resources we can automate, and we don't have to worry about them again. Okay. Feel free to ask questions about the game, by the way. I I'm familiar with most of the changes that have happened between the pre-release and the final. So I'm not completely up on how to build the new final stuff that we got in the latest tier, but certainly the pre-release stuff and that built a lot of that. So, and throughout this series, as I stream the progression here, I will share the tips along the way on how I do some things. Once we get to blueprints, life gets very interesting. How long was it in beta? I know it was at least 5 years. And I will say this is by far Coffee Stain Studios and their relationship with the players. This has by far been the most enjoyable pre-release I've ever played on and communicated with. They really enjoy playing it as much as we do, you can tell. Alright, let's do this.
Hub upgrade 5. Power
And it's been real solid
completed.
too. It's not like the
miner,
betas were like
portable miners can be connected
super
to
glitchy
conveyor
or anything.
belts and
I
requires
really
power to
appreciate they
function.
took their time.
Caution. As you expand, the energy demand of your production may exceed the capacity of your power grid. The onboarding program was established because Fix-It pioneers often experience memory issues after planetfall. If you are experiencing nosebleeds, nausea, existentialism, or an itchy scalp, there is no need for concern.
Yeah.
This should pass within 5 to 7 workdays.
Oh,
Next
I don't need
objective,
7 days of
complete hub upgrade
existentialism.
6.
Okay, we need that biomass burner. And this space elevator is the thing, it's huge. So we will set that up there, but let's just check, make sure. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna start setting some of this stuff up on our bars. Now we've got some logistics and the containers and the smelters and all the fun stuff. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna hold down the Alt key and use the mouse to scroll to that there. I'm gonna put some hotkeys because that way I can just click a button on my mouse and I'm good. So I'm gonna want the miner to be number 1. So I'm gonna go number 1, number 2, number 3, because that's the order you would use them. Conveyor belts I'm gonna put on number 4, and storage container on number 5, because that is what we need to get rocking and rolling here. Now, first thing I'm gonna do is switch this up. We are gonna need 3 miners for each of these resources. So let's see what we can do here. Right, and I've added them to my to-do list so it gives me the totals. First thing I'm going to do, we know we've got 1 portable miner out in the field, so we just need 1 more. Alright. Now we need the iron plate and the concrete, and then we're actually sitting pretty good. Okay. This is actually going to give me enough to at least build the one over here for the iron. It's going to be a catch though, and the catch is I don't have any power to it yet, so we're going to have to run some cables from my generator back at the hub, which is not great, but hey, it gets us started. So we're going to pick all of this up now. We're going to back off here, and then we're going to make our miner, right? I can rotate it however I want it. I'm going to put it just there like that. There it is. Right? Ain't going to do anything until we got the power, but that automates that for us. Now I'm going to need to make some cables and some wires. So we're going to go get some more copper here. And then I can run the power cables. I can't remember exactly where it was. Anybody? I think it was over here somewhere. Here it is. How did I miss this one? Right behind here. I'll use this one. Is this one? Oh, it's normal. I was hoping it was going to be pure. Okay. Oh, limestone. You want to bet that guy's going to be sitting there waiting around the corner for me, right? Nope. Oh, okay. Awesome. Need to get to 60 to be in the clear here. Now, thing is, well, we're going to need more than that to run the belts, but that's good enough. All right. And, you know, at this beginning stage, like I say, you really don't want to go for like the perfect layout. You just want to go for the functional, get at least one of everything automated on these basic resources to free you up to start planning things out, unlocking. You really need to unlock foundations to start building out level playing field and everything else for your factories. What you don't want to be doing as soon as you can is start using foundations. You don't want to be building on the ground floor like this because it's all going to be uneven and it just doesn't look great. All right. Okay, now, before we go any further, I need to also put in here power lines on number 6. There we go. Okay. Now, to make power lines, you need cables. I probably don't have enough. That's better. Okay. So, let's go finish building over here first. Now, the way I do this, and the way that it sort of just makes sense is, this is going to mine what you need, right? And then once it's going to be mined, it's going to need to be smelted. So you're going to build a smelter, right? And then what you really want to do see how I'm saying about how it's all going to be uneven, right? But these are going to be very temporary just to get me started. I'm going to put that there. And now I'm going to make a belt out of here and into this, right? It's going to snap for us. But that's the basic setup right there. It's going to go in there and be smelted. However, what you also really should do is can only store a certain amount, not a lot. So you really want to have a storage container too. So we're going to put one of those. We're going to, again, connect there to there. That is your basic flow. Mine it, smelt it, store it, right? Now, these two need power. So what you can do is, I've got to select my power line. It's going to highlight it. I'm just going to click. I can connect them together, but there are limited power connections on each of these, right? So what you should do really is make a power pole, because if I connect this to this, that's a one-to-one. There's none left. I can't connect it to anything else like a power source. So what I do is put a power pole, and this power pole lets me connect more than one thing, right? So if I now connect this power line from here to here, that will give me, at least in the pre-release, four things that there you go. One of four, right? So now those two, follow me here, folks. I can now lead this off back over here, right? Way off into the distance. You'll see. And what I can do is, I had that generator. In fact, I've now got the two of them here, right? So they give me a second one. That's going to take my fuel, but I can now take this, right, and connect this one into here. And actually, I'm going to connect that one to there as well. So it's all very messy, and it's, sometimes they cut through each other. But that is my basic circuit connected. So if I now put in here some items, it'll start powering them up, right? And it'll consume that fuel. So I'll need to keep that fuel going. So what you want to do is try and make the best fuel you can. And at the moment, we can't make any of the others. Kind of sucks, but it won't be like that for long, right? This is it in its most basic form. So on this one, I've got some wood. You can see the relevant items. I can put any of them in there. So I'm going to put some wood in, turns green. I'm going to put some leaves in this one. You can see it's burning the fuel, right? You can now see I'm making electricity here, right? Production, capacity, consumption. But if we now follow it all the way, by the way, quick tip, you can click on any power pole and see that power consumption. But if I go back over here, this is now all working, right? You see those green lights? When I've burned up the fuel, it's going to all turn off, obviously, right? This one should kick in once I set it up here. But you can see, right? This is now going, right? It's chewing through the ground, getting the ore, feeding the ore into the smelter. But I need to configure the smelter to say, take that ore, iron ore, and if I try to say copper, it's not going to do anything, right? But if I say make it iron, see how it feeds in? It's going to fill it up with 100. And then it's going to convert those, right? It's now automated that process we were doing manually, converting them to iron ingots that come out this side from here, and they go into the storage, right? And this will just fill up. So we don't have to do anything now for our iron. As long as it's got power, it's going to keep doing that for us until that's full. Fantastic. Let's go do the other one, right? Come on. Nope. All right. We'll run around the long way. So that is your most basic setup for automating mining of that stuff there, right? I'm going to find... What was that one? There it is. Right? I'm going to do the same thing here. So we're going to make a miner. We'll just put it like that. We need a smelter. Oops. right? We're just going to put that there. Same thing. We're going to feed that into there. Configure this while we're here to make copper. We can actually give it that copper if we want it as well to start smelting it, but I'm not going to do that. And then let's also make, we need some more iron plate before we can make another one of those. Now, here's the fun part, right? We got to get some power to these things. So, you know, again, we're going to do like we did before, right? We're going to set these up, connect those two up there like that. But I got to run this. I got to run this all the way back to the hub, right? So, in fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there. And I'm not, actually, you know what? I'm not going to run this one to the hub. I'm going to connect it there. So that's now full. I can't connect to anything else. That's 4 or 4. But it's enough to power, you know, running that line there. This is where it gets messy. It's going to power that up for me so that I'm now mining, again, automating, getting the ingots of copper. All right, makes sense? Any questions? And so over here, we need some more iron plate. The next step, obviously, is we're going to, once we've got the resources, we will make our constructors to automate making iron plates, iron rods, wires, and cables, right? I think you see where that's going. All right, there we go. Let's go back over here. See, now it's powered up, it's running nicely, making the copper for us, and we need, oh, I didn't get enough iron rods. Ah, this is always something. There we go. Okay. All right, let's make our storage. Because you can see here, right? Look, this is filling up real fast. 67 already. When it gets to 100, it's gonna stop. It's just not gonna do anything, right? So you want to hook that into there. It'll start transferring them across. As you get upgrades, these belts, you can speed them up. You can speed the miners up, and all those kind of things, right? I'm just gonna grab it from there because that's gonna take too long. Now that it's doing that, look, I'm going to double click and fill this instantly up to 100 ore there. Alright. And in fact, that'll stay at 100 now because it's going to pull it out the ground a lot quicker than it's smelting. Let's find our limestone. We're going to do the same thing again. Hopefully I got enough resources. I suspect I don't have enough to make the whole lot. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Ah, thank you. All right. Here we go. Make our miner. Point it towards camp. Now, for limestone, you don't need a smelter, right? You're actually just going to need a constructor. But we don't have enough resources for that yet. And we're going to hook the power from this one over to that one, right? So we're going to try and run it, but I don't think I got enough. Yeah, I'm not going to get very far with this, right? But we'll see. See what I can do. I feel like they've extended the range of those. Because if I click on this now, I don't think I got enough cable left. Oh, I got lucky. Look at that. Did I get lucky? No, I need 3 cable and I've only got 1. Alright. Click this while I'm here. So that's basic automation and basic resource gathering taken care of. Now we can start to expand upon this and improve our lives. Now, again, keep in mind, the more things you connect, the quicker it's going to burn that fuel. So you need to keep an eye on that, at least at this early stage of the game, right? If I go over to this pole, you can see it's we are right on that line. If we try to draw too much power, more power than we're making, all these things are going to turn off. So you see how we're down to just 1 there, and in fact this one's going to run out pretty darn quickly. So before I do anything else, I'm going to go and grab some stuff here to go and make more fuel. Different types of fuel are more efficient than others, right? Obviously this basic level, not the greatest. But we won't be on this very long. At this early stage, depending on what biome you start in, wood is probably the best one at this early stage until you get enough unlocks to make some of the biomass. And then the biomass is the most efficient until you get to some other source like coal or oil, you know, that kind of thing. Ultimately, of course, you got nuclear in that as well, and then it becomes less of an issue. So you can see it says up here on the corner, fuse blown, because it's not making anywhere near the amount of power that we need, right? So that's why I'm collecting a bunch of this. All right. Eventually, we're going to make a chainsaw, and we'll be able to cut down trees, which will give us substantially more wood than we will ever get doing it this way. So hopefully, if I put all of this in here, I can now turn the circuit back on. There you go. That's not going to last me long, but it might get the job done for now. Let's make some more cake. Alright, while it's smelting that, I will be right back. That's going to take a minute. Looks like that finished while I was gone. Let's take a quick look here. Isn't that okay? Good. We want to get to, let's see. Yeah, we need the biomass and the biomass burner. So we really need the biomass burner badly here to make more, because at the moment I've only got those 2 generators. So actually what we're going to do is we're going to keep putting those resources in there. Uh-oh, see, add a fuel again already. Once we get those biomass burners, we can make as many of those as we want. This will be less of a problem. But there's not really much point in building much more of a factory here because we haven't got the power. We won't make enough power. All right. Yeah, okay. Good news is, should have made us a pretty reasonable amount over here. Yeah. Alright, we got some before the power cut out. Is your satisfaction guaranteed in satisfaction? No. For me it is. That's why I've already got over 3,000 hours in the pre-release version of this. Because I'm so satisfied. And you should definitely check out the Coffee Stain Studios on YouTube. They're, like I say, their developer relations, Snoot and Jace before he left, and that. It's just the best I've ever experienced from a game studio. Okay, let's go get that concrete so we can finish this. We will have to do this bit by hand. So we need about 150 of this to make the 50. It's getting dark. Watch out for the burning planet. It's still there. Nearly there. Got it. Let's collect the fuel while we're here. Collect all the things. Look at it everywhere. Good Lord. Sooner I get me a chainsaw, the sooner I can clear all this up. Alright, and then let's go reconnect this. So I should have enough, yeah, to hook that one into there. But if I do that, that is, yeah, that's okay. It's okay. That's my whole network connected there. Push me and then, oh wait, push me and then, hey, you tickle me Elmo now? Is that what's going on? Alright, won't last long, but it'll be good enough. Feeling old remembering that music. If you feel old, how do you think I feel? Hey, you know what? It's better than a game where you just can't get no satisfaction. Right? Now you'll be singing that song to yourself. There we go. Woohoo! That's that tier completed.
Hub upgrade 6. Landing platform hydraulics completed. Freighter landing initialized. Congratulations, you have completed onboarding.
Give it time. Actually, you can mod this game, so you could. Yeah.
Fix-It looks forward to your
Sadness is
future
a symbol.
achievements, because a future with Fix-It is a future with you. Tier 1 and 2 milestones are now available in the hub, and biomass burners can now be built individually. Your first official objective is to initiate project assembly by building the space elevator. This objective will take a significant amount of resources, so Fix-It recommends getting to work.
Thank you, Fix-It. Yeah, we're not gonna make the I'm not gonna make that just yet because whew, that's gonna take a while. So, but it's opened up 2 tiers, right? Here's the one. Look, chainsaw. Yeah, we can totally make this. Get the chainsaw. We are home free at that point on the power. See, logistics level 2. We can speed up the belts. This one will explain when we get there. Jump pads. I've never actually used them. Next level of parts assembly. Foundations. That is what we need to seriously start making decent factories. Logistics, conveyor splits, and so on and so on. But before we do any of this, this is what I do, right? I'm going to jump ahead to tier 2 and get me that chainsaw and solid biofuel. Solid biofuel lasts so much longer. So I actually jump ahead. That's my tip right there. I'm jumping right ahead to this one. I can jump in and out of these. I don't have to complete one before doing the next one. But oh my gosh, I so need that chainsaw, right? Now, we also need to make screws, which we make from iron rods. Want that chainsaw. The hub right there will be like, hello, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? You're going to make an awful lot of screws in this game. You're going to make an awful lot of everything, but screws in particular. The good news is you get 4 screws from one bar, one iron bar. So, I mean, iron rod, sorry. So, that's the good news. And look, we can now convert our leaves and wood to biomass. So we are about to rapidly improve on the ratio of our burn ratio here. So we're actually going to get that going here. Uh-oh, sunset again. No, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, something, something, sun. Right. And there are mods. Like I say, this game can be modded. I'm not sure if I recall that they said that they had turned modding off for 1.0. But there are some great mods out there for things like solar power and other forms of power. I've played with those in the past, but for this 1.0 playthrough, first playthrough, I wanna just straight up go with, you know, what we get and experience this 1.0 first. Okay, so that's that. We might as well collect a whole bunch of this while we're here. Let's go up here. Yeah, see? Fuse blown. I was waiting for that to happen. That's okay. We're going to fix that. Chainsaws, I can cut down these things as well, which we'll get into. There's a whole forest, national park of those. Oh, that's right. I only collected 100 because I was bad. I didn't put, see? I didn't follow my own advice. I did not put some storage on the end of that one. Bad me. By the way, another tip, you can stand on conveyor belts. So they can be a great way from getting one place to another until you get a better way, like say vehicles and trains. Although you can't stand on the drones. I tried that one time. Did not go well. Hey, what's up? Hey, I know it might not be the moment, but I had trouble today with scroll views and lists in WatchOS. Uh-oh. What's your troubles? Go for it. There's always time for Swift stuff. Go for it. Was it in Swift UI or UI Kit? Or App Kit? Even worse. Well, I guess if you're doing it on WatchOS, it's probably Swift UI, right? But what's your what's the trouble you're having? Okay, see, look, these are gonna burn a whole lot slower. Swift UI, the list wasn't displayed in the preview. Oh, so you mean in the watch preview in Xcode, it wasn't displaying anything for the list? Did I get that right? You have a data source, right? Presumably. I got, where's my... Oh, dang, see, if I was on my Mac, we could quickly switch over to Xcode and take a look at this. Because this sounds like fun. Presumably, so I'm sort of doing this from memory. You've got, exactly, I asked ChatGPT, oh, good luck. It said that scroll view and lists have conflicts between them. I know you recommend developer duck, but it ain't helping much. I understand. Okay, so let me think about this for a second. You've got a scroll view, right? And in that scroll view, well, actually, you've got a list, right? And in that list, you loop through some data source. Or, did you put a list in a scroll view by any chance? Because, you see what I'm getting at? The nesting would cause a problem. What's the actual problem it causes? Is it, like when you try to scroll, it all gets a bit weird, right? Because if you've got, I would try the list without the scroll view, because that should automatically take care of it. But it depends on your layout, right? I can think of lots of good reasons you might have scroll view. The list, okay, so it's just not showing the content of the list at all. That's the problem, right? Yeah, got it. Okay, so let me think. Off the top of my head, you've got a list. Does it display when you run it on... Oh, but you're saying not in Xcode, right? So, forgive me. you run the simulator with a watch, it doesn't display in there either, right? Does it display correctly for any other, you know, iPhone? Oh, well, you might not have the targets. Okay, let's start there. Does it show in the simulator outside of Xcode? Oops, well, I pushed a button. It doesn't show in the simulator. Okay, so we definitely have a source problem. Okay, let me think. Oh man, I wish I was on my Mac. We could spin this up so quick. Do you know Pocotype? I think he is streaming right now, Swift UI, and he can probably hack you something in seconds. Let me. Oh, you know what? Oh, I can't do it on the iPad, can I? Yeah. He will. He's probably an array of ocean names. Ah, okay. So you do. Oh. What is? Tell me about your data source. What is this? What is it? Is it what's it a list of? And also, what? So, what is it you want it to show? So I'm assuming you've got like, what? An array of some kind, or a collection, something like that. It's an array of strings. Okay, so you want each row to show the string, right? I'm confused by the array. Oh, sorry. You want the list. It's an array of strings of ocean names, and you want it to show those. Is that right? I misunderstood. I took it that you meant it was showing a list of ocean names. I got it. I'm like, where's that list of ocean names coming from? Okay, so let's just say your array is called my array, right? Does it look like it's showing the cells, like each of the rows, but they're empty? Like, does it feel like they're there with just no content? Meaning, like, if you've got an array of 4 items, you're seeing 4 empty rows? What about that? Because that'll help. Because it might just be you're trying to pull the wrong thing from the list. Oh, okay. Nothing at all. All right. So, can you... I know it's going to look horrible in in Twitch. You could try putting your list code in the Twitch chat, and I'll see if I can de-gobbledygook it from Twitch. Or if you're on our Discord, I do have Discord here, and I could look at it there. At least in Discord, it would be formatted decently, right? Sorry, I know I'm asking a lot of questions. I'm trying to picture it all in my mind. And if it helps, let me put... This guy, Cocotype, he might be streaming right now. He's kind of one of my little group of streamers. He's probably doing Swifty stuff if he is streaming right now. And he might be able to, you know, visually hack you up something quickly. But I might be able to answer it by visualizing what you got. Alright, we need some concrete. Ooh, we need lots more concrete. I can also, you know, I do plan to do some Switch development on stream. Maybe later tonight, my time. I'm in Central US, and we can revisit the problem. But I'm also very confident. If Coco types online, he'll hack you an example in minutes. Tell him I said that. Otherwise, yeah, if my Mac was powered up, I'd switch over and happily stream it for you. But yeah, if you happen to be in our Discord, or go to compileswift.com/Discord, I could look at it there and probably get a better understanding, or spot it. Ah, I see you in the Discord. Okay. Right, let's have a look. Okay, so I see your array. Okay, so you've got some kind of model with... What does your ocean model look like? Is it just something with a name, property, and a string? And then you got your sum view, yeah. You got your scroll view with your stack. So list oceans, ocean in text, ocean.name, all makes sense to me, yeah. Plus some height and some width and some padding, all right. Okay, sure. So that's okay. No, I'm getting the gist of it. Can you, so where you're calling ocean and providing a name, that must be what, some kind of model, right? Oh, we're so close, folks. Look, we're nearly there. Okay, so you must have another file somewhere with a class, or probably a struct with ocean. I'm trying to figure out what that ocean bit, what you're doing there. You're obviously initializing something and providing it the name Pacific, right? See what I'm getting at? Yeah, okay. Because I was going to say, if that's all that's in there, you could just provide an array of strings, right? You wouldn't need that ocean thing if that's all it's doing. I mean, it wouldn't be great for expanding on your code base, but it might give a quick answer to what's going on here. All right, I need to put some storage in here. Let's put that there. We are gonna make a really peculiar little path like so, but there we go. So I just have to give another name to the variable. No, sorry. Well, I'm trying to understand where ocean with capital O is coming from. That's what I want to see. Your lowercase ocean in the list code is probably fine. But I want to see where that capital O ocean is coming from. I don't think you have a naming problem with the variables. Yay! Okay, watch this, folks. Look, that's gonna take off and send it up into space.
Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size. Inspirational note: will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore, and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated fun, fun, fun.
Fun, fun, fun. Alright, I need to make the chainsaw here, so I'm gonna need reinforced iron plate. Oh, dang, yeah, this is where things are gonna get complicated. Okay, we gotta make some constructors. And to do that, I need reinforced iron plate. To make reinforced iron plate, actually we can just do this manually. We need screws and iron plate. I forgot how much. Oh, only 3 more? Okay. To be honest, I don't either. I want to get my hands on all the elements. Swift UI, and I asked ChatGPT to make me an app that uses all the Swift UI elements, and I made that with the iOS app, and then I asked it to make it with watchOS, and it kind of does the same. Got it. Okay, so the iOS app, did that work? I'm hoping almost the answer is no, because then at least it's a consistent problem. And forgive me if I already asked that question. Okay, so you got a watch problem. All right. That I would have to spin something up to look at it. Give me 1 second here. Hang on. Okay, I tell you what. That link I put in there for Coco Type, he can probably resolve this for you. If you go to his... seems weird, I know, but he's a friend. If you go to his channel and tell him I sent you, and tell him you got a watch problem, he'll probably figure this out for you. And I got his channel open here. And then he can do that for you. Oh, you know Coco Type? Fantastic. All right. Sorry if I had my Mac handy and plugged in to the stream, I'd crack open Xcode and we'd now this thing right now. I'm on my PC right now for this for the game. Sorry, but he will definitely know the answer for this one. I'll tell him, I'm like, hey, you got incoming. Oh, hey, you are no bother. This is the kind of stuff I'm here for. I love to help people. No bother at all. I'm just sorry I don't have Xcode handy to really work through this with you. Any other day, I'm like, oh, I've been here. Ordinarily, yeah, I'm on my Mac, so you had a better than average chance. But you're no bother. You're welcome anytime to ask any questions. Alright, let's make some more reinforced iron plate here. Just need 2 more iron plate. I don't know if asking this is too much, but I would love to land a job as Swift developer, and it's kind of a struggle because I don't know if I'm capable enough, and most companies ask for years of experience and even Objective-C knowledge. Hey, you know, you got to start somewhere. So, keep going. Keep going. Hey, ask all the questions you ever need in our Discord and on our streams. We are only too happy to help folks. I love to see folks achieve their goals. So you keep going and we will help you every step of the way. You can do it. You got this far, right? Hey, you got it working on an iOS. You nailed it that far. Yeah. The watch has some little quirks about it for sure. Yeah. Just keep doing. Keep practicing doing your coding. You'll get there, right? You'll land the job one day, I'm sure of it. You're on the right track. You got iOS and the watch, right? So just keep working the problems, keep asking the questions, and we'll get you through it. Alright, I need 160 screws. Okay. Get stuck in tutorial hell. No, I understand. Believe me, we have all been there. I totally get it. I think once you sort of start to get some of these things, like these lists and that working, sometimes they spark ideas for apps. So, you know, sometimes it works out that way, right? Yeah. Or just taking an app that you like and trying to make it, you know, trying to build your own version to understand it. That can work out too. All right, we need a little more plate, and then we got our chainsaw. Here we go. Here we go. Chainsaw time, right? No, one more. Oh, I missed it. There it is. Now, unfortunately, we can't use the chainsaw to attack things. Hey, no problem. You're welcome. Chainsaw! Look at this, folks. Chainsaw time. Oh, yeah. Fire that thing up. There we go. Let's go cut down some trees and get decent fuel. Check out the chainsaw sound. Ready? Oh, I haven't got any fuel. Hang on. Let's make a quick little bit of fuel. I thought I had some. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh yeah. Ready? Take that, tree.
The fruit of this fungus-like flora does not seem
Yeah,
to show
now
much
we're cooking.
potential for use. However, its mycelial network is worth further
It'll actually take
investigation.
stuff from the surrounding
Store this
area.
potential resource
You
for
could.
later
There's two
use.
different modes now. Apparently, you can have it just do single mode, where it'll cut down the single thing that you highlight, or area mode. I want area mode. And somehow, weirdly, you can use it on Windows, by the way. See, this is a much better way of getting fuel. All right, let's take all of that. Collect all these resources. We're going to start needing them here. But now we got something going on. Now we got this happening. Okay, let's make that fuel. And we can put up to 200 solid fuel in each of the power generators too. So once we do that, those things will keep going for a while. Unfortunately, you can automate making the solid fuel, but you can't automate putting it into the biomass machines. There is a mod that lets you do that. And we will automate this once we get to make some constructors and all that fun stuff. Okay, that's enough to get the lights back on. I'm going to right click here and split that in 2 stacks so I can put 1 stack in there, 1 stack in there. There we go. Turn the power back on. Yeah. Okay, now we've got that one. Let's see here. Now we want this one. Now we want to start making decent bases with all of our base building here and foundations. That's the next one we want. We can start making proper bases. Alright, let's go get that concrete. Actually, hold on. I say that, let's make ourselves a constructor. So that can make the concrete for us. There we go. So we might as well just keep this a little contained unit. We're going to build ourselves a constructor right here. We're going to feed in and tell it, construct some concrete. Going to wire this up. That's why I hopefully have enough places left on the line here. I do. There we go. Now that's going to make the concrete for us. Going to want to have a container. And away it goes. We might as well wait here for a minute and collect these before we do anything else. So while we're doing that, I am gonna go take care of something. I will be right back, folks. It's collecting those there. I think actually, folks, I'm going to take a break here. So I think this will do it for the stream for now. Thank you, everybody, for this. Going to keep playing through on this. Like I say, and we'll get things will speed up after we get past this stage. But for now, I think we'll leave it there. And I need to take a break, and then we'll see how it goes. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you for the questions. Thank you for the Swift questions. Have an awesome time, and I will catch up with you very soon on this, and we will continue. See you all later.